You're not gonna like this message, but I gotta say it anyways. You are a masochist. How can I come on camera right now and be so bold, so audacious with the statement that you're a masochist? Well, think about it. When's the last day that you went without hurting yourself? I want you to ponder. When's the last day that you went in this lifetime without actually harming yourself? Now, when we say harming yourself, we gotta think about this. This isn't just necessarily physical pain or you cutting yourself or, keeping it as simple as I'm an emo or I have these traits or no. When's the last time you haven't harmed yourself? Psychologically? Are you in a relationship? Are you being abused verbally? Mentally? Financially, we abuse ourselves as well. We harm ourselves daily. You're buying things that you know you can't afford. Oh, let's not talk about the physical. I can't go without a coffee. Well, there goes some psychological terror right there because you're saying that you can't do something that you can. So you're starting to actually and genuinely believe in an addiction that you can't theoretically be addicted to. But there is a psychological addiction even to coffee. Think about it. When the last time you haven't used a stimulant or a depressant, whether that's Prozac or whether that's tequila. Tequila being the stimulant in that situation, whether you thought of depressant or not, or drinking a beer. Or overeating and inflaming your systems, causing inflammation in your brain, causing diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. When's the last time you haven't harmed yourself? Well, I don't want to just talk about what we know. The fact that you're a masochist, the fact that you're still listening to this because you're like, wow, some of these things are really like resonating and like, he's right. That's not why I'm here. I want to help you. So to do that, step one, you need to understand what are the things that are harming you. We just spoke on some, so I need you to go through and take inventory on your life. I want you to do this. Ready? Get a pen, get a pad. And I want you to take inventory and I want you to write at the top of the paper, what am I doing that is harming me? And when you figure out what is harming you, write it down one by one in bullet point formation. Don't get crazy, no paragraphs, something that's easy to just read, easy to retain. And for step one, just become aware. That's it. That's my only task for you. I want to keep it very simple because awareness, at least 60% of the people are going to make some tweaks, some changes. Now, it may not last, but don't let that be discouraging. Understand that the only reason why it doesn't last is because you're not actively taking some new efforts to better that process, to better that danger that's in your life. To take it from being a detriment to your health to being a way that you give back to yourself, a way that you give life into your body, into your mind, into your brain. If that helps, subscribe, like this, check me out, and just stop being a masochist and understand that I say this as somebody speaking about myself. I have my own masochist traits. I have my own masochist tactics. So I don't want to take away from that. And to be vulnerable in the moment, to really put this out in the world for you to go ahead and feel comfortable doing this for yourself. What are some of my masochist traits? Okay, one of my long-term ones would be to be in relationships where I would be oftentimes disrespected. And I would know that I would deserve more, but I wouldn't act that way. And I would just allow the chaos and my misogynistic traits. No, misogynist is a different word. I'm not a misogynist. Masochist. Just always, to some point enjoying the pain, right? Like in some sick, twisted fashion. Me, when it came to relationships, that was one of them. Thankfully, this one right here, the whole ice cream thing, the gelato thing, thankfully that's not one of my masochist traits where I don't cause pain from information. Thankfully, I was able to stop things like dairy. I think this is more gelato anyways, if that's dairy, but go ahead, like this, subscribe, take that paper, write down, bullet point formation, what is killing you? What is harming you on a day-to-day basis? Just being aware of that is going to be step one. Stop eating that ice cream.